Oh gosh, I have no idea how to pronounce any of this. Okay, Google Translate. Let's do this! Taivas and Yshe's Trustmaster reward is a materia that boosts attack by 50% and gives a double machine killer. It's nice, but pretty normal. Their Super Trustmaster reward is the
Tvillingsvärd.
This two-handed greatsword doesn't lose an attack, boasts both machine and plant killer plus, and when equipped onto Taivas and Yshe, but not the two individually, it gives them 500 extra attack. Onto their active abilities. Elemental Burst, Fire, can be used once per battle, and gives them a whopping 150% fire amplification buff. Violent Burst, fills their burst.
To svärd.
Buffs their fire and ice damage by 30%, and deals self-chaining fire and ice damage. Star Collision,
Stor kollision.
deals flexible damage that chains of absolute mirror of equity. The Ferocity of a Genius inflicts a 30% Cantata Impero, dispels any elemental imbues on the pair, imbues ice onto them, and strengthens the damage modifier of their Super Land Burst. The Will of a Hero is the same thing, but inflicts a stronger 35% Greatsword Impero and imbues fire instead. Passives. With their Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Taivas and Yshe get a whopping 1000 attack, and further survival stats. They have 6 strong killers, half the cap to their land burst damage, and a good land burst regen. They prefer to carry a single weapon, meaning half the cap to the chain land boost. Their normal attack has been changed to attack, which chains of itself. At EX plus 2, they get Warring Spirit. At EX plus 3, they get 500 attack. They also have decent elemental resistance. Let's look at their land burst. Inflicts a 130% fire and ice impero, gives them a super land burst buff, deals fire and ice damage, and inflicts a field impero that debuffs their enemy's fire and ice resistance by 35%. As a super land burst user, Taivas and Yshe have access to attack shift, which automatically boosts their attack by 250%, their land burst damage by 200%, and fills their land burst gauge when the super land burst is ready to go. The super land burst deals self-chaining damage. Let's rank Brave abilities. They have 1, and raising it just raises its damage modifier. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, cast the Will of a Hero,
To svärd.
and fill Land Burst. On turn 2, use their Land Burst. On turn 3, triple cast.
Stor kollision.
On turn 4, cast Elemental Burst, Fire, the Ferocity of a Genius, and the Will of a Hero. On turn 5, use their Super Land Burst. Stagger the rotation from here, prioritizing their Land Burst whenever they are ready. So, EX2. As a Super Land Burst user, Taivas and Yshe automatically benefits from additional EX Awakenings. As a physical damage dealer, it's just more damage for them, so we'll look at the stuff it gives. An instant Land Burst is a nice way to slam some Imperos if you don't want to wait an extra turn. Their Super Trustmaster reward ties for the highest base attack Greatsword Super Trustmaster reward, and carves out a niche for their 2 killer pluses. Of course, if you plan to use the pair, it's definitely great for them with its additional attack. EX plus 3 is just stats, and expensive. So how good are Taivas and Yshe? Surprisingly, they're pretty good. Obviously not at the strength of the robot premium units, but that's not to say they're bad. With both modifier buffs, the two have a respectable Super Land Burst damage modifier, which is only taken to further heights thanks to their double Imperos and Elemental Amplification buff. However, their damage modifier buffs are critical, and using them locks them into one of 2 elements, so if you want to use them in other teams, you'll really want to bring someone who can dispel that. I have to admit I feel it's weird to use them outside of fire and ice teams, given how potent Field Imperos can be, but they nevertheless do have one of the best Greatsword Imperos, and a good Katana Impero. It's a bit of a shame that they're not listed as a debuffer given what they're packing, because then they could have taken advantage of debuff limited equipment, but oh well, they had to be Japanese somewhere. Overall, they're a strong unit, but like. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Taivas and Yshe. I like the cut-ins for their Super Land Burst. It's not the same as the CG, but, well...